Good evening, everybody. The subject today is how to deal with the lost when you lose someone. Actually, the first time when the Buddha gave the first lecture to the 5 students, he described what is the meaning of suffering. This is the first noble truth, is the noble truth of suffering. So already there, when he explained what is the meaning of suffering, he say, like aging or birth is suffering, aging is suffering, dying is suffering, sorrow, sadness, and then one of the things he say, losing one that you love. And all the time the Buddha preached to or let's say when the Buddha teach about the 3 characters of all the phenomena, he say anicca, dukkha, and anatta. It means one thing which is very, very clear is anicca. He say all phenomena have to be changed. He say it's normal that everything in the life, it's birth, there is a birth, staying some time, and then fell down, stop, cease, ending. He say this is, he call it banka. He say everything is stopping, ceasing, nothing stay forever. Also life of creatures have to be end, have to be stopped. Actually, if we talk like this, after stop, immediately start again. And again, stop and start again. Same like my hand, when I'm moving my hand from here to here, how many times rising, preparing, ceasing, rising, preparing, beep, 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 happen, stop, happen, stop, happen, stop. Every movement, start, begin, continue and dying. Actually, every moment we are reborning and dying, reborning and dying. Beep, 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 beep. The Buddha call it Uttayapayan. It means knowledge to see that everything is birth, staying some time and dying. Birth, beep, 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 beep. Many things. Even the candles, rising, ceasing, rising, ceasing. So if we talk like this, we can see the anicca in 2 ways. One, it's rising, preparing, ceasing, beep, 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 beep. Many times. The candles, when we turn it on, it's all the time rising, ceasing, beep, beep, beep. So many. When we look so fast, it looks like one fire, but actually it's endless of many blinking. So this is one aspect of the anicca, the rising, ceasing. But these candles, it's rising, ceasing, and after some time the box finish or the wire finish or whatever and finish, and then plop, finish the candle totally. No more candle. Huh? In the same times, our life, every day we wake up, we go to sleep, we wake up in the morning, and then in the day we go to sleep, and then beep, 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 beep. But at the end, everybody have to die. Even when the last time, before the Buddha passed away, Ananda, his assistant, start to cry. The Buddha called him and say, I didn't teach you that everything have to be finished, everything have to stop. I didn't teach you should not cry. The Buddha have different kind of way to teach people that everything is anicca, they should not be attached to their relative or related people. One time, one woman, she's so much attached to her baby, and then the baby died. And then she started to shout, she started to cry, she started to be miserable about it. She started to run on the street and shouting, oh, anyone can help me, anyone can help me. One man, she asked her, what happened? She said, my boy died. Oh, is anyone can help me, maybe can bring him back to the life. So this man say, for sure there is one person, very wise person, this is the Buddha, he can help you, you can go there. So she come to the Buddha, oh, can you help me, can you help my child, he passed away, can you bring him back alive? Can you do any ceremony for my baby? They say, very easy to do. I need only one thing from you, something small. Mustard, small seeds of mustard. 1 seed of mustard only. You say, yeah, for sure I bring you. Say, yeah, you go, we don't big village here, very big town. You go, you ask for one of the houses to bring you small seeds, you come bring me and I can make very nice ceremony. Oh, so the Buddha said, for sure I'm going to bring you these small seeds. She started, oh, Mom, come on, one moment, come back. But I need these seeds to be pure. You need to be very pure, so much that if you take from the house, so this house nobody die. So she carried the baby and she go, and then she come to the house. I can get the seeds. Tick, 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 tick. And someone answer, yeah, please, what do you want? I want 1 seat from this masters. And say, for sure, I can give you masters. And then say, moment, is anyone die? Oh, yeah, Papa, he passed away just 1 week ago. Never mind, I go to another house. She go another house. Tick, tick, tick. Hello, can I get a small master? Oh, no problem, for sure. Say, anyone die? Oh, Mama, she passed 3 weeks ago. No good for me, okay. Never mind, so big city, and then running to the next house. Tick, tick, tick. With the carry so heavy, the baby all the time. Do you have any master? Yeah, for sure. Moment, anyone die? Yeah, my grandfather, he passed away 6 years ago. Again, no good. And then, okay, go another house.
Babies.
So she don't want to give up. She continue house after house. Never find anything. Tired already, exhausted. And then she start to understand, wow, come on, everybody, so many people, they just born and die. So what to do? This is nature. I'm not the only one carry the baby die. So many houses, all this village already, people die. So I'm not the only one. So she realized how wise is the Buddha, how he showed her that everything is anicca. Actually, he crossed all the village, but cannot find even 1 seat, small seats from house which nobody dies. She come to the Buddha, she prostrate, she say, you are so wise person. She say, I want to be Mechi. This is one story about how the Buddha, he could teach the people to let go and not to be attached to someone that they love so much, because they understand, he teach them anicca. One time it was one family which is rich family, very high level. And they have 1 daughter. And she fall in love with someone which is low caste. Very difficult. They cannot get married. They love so much each other, but the family problem. These 2 love people, they decided to run away from home and to go to live in the forest. And by the time they have already 2 babies, 2 children, 1 older children and 1 baby. The father, the man, he go every day to work in the forest, and the mother, the woman, stay with the children. And then one day, the husband go to work in the forest, and the wife waiting, and suddenly start to be very strong storm. The sun, rain and stormy so much. Wife waiting, don't know what to do, already waiting, and she see, the husband never come back. Worry, get in panic. Waiting, already very late, he's not coming back. Next day already, don't come back. Oh, my husband died, passed away. Get in panic already so much, thinking what to do. She must go back to her family. Carry the baby, take the boy, start to run in the jungle, go back home to Papa Mama. Yes. Running with panic. And then reach to the river. Wow, how to cross with the children the river. Me and the husband, we could cross the river, but now I have 1 baby, 1 child, what to do? Oh, I have patent, I know what to do. Say to the child, you stay, the big boy, you stay 1 moment here. I will come till I call you, you don't go, you don't move anything, you just stay here and sit down. I cross the river with your brother, and then I put your brother in the other side. And then the boy is waiting for Mama, and then Mama cross the river with the baby, cross to the other side, and then when she reached to the other side, she put the baby on the bank of the river. And then she starting to go back. She crossing the river, and she said to the baby, you wait. She already crossed part of the river, and then the boy, look at Mama making this. And then he think, oh, Mama call me, I should go to meet Mama. She called me. He start to cross, he start to walk in the water. And Mama said, no. And he think, Mama call me. And he crossed the river come and boom, take him with the water. Lose the other son. The son, yeah. So she start to panic. She don't know what to do. I must go back to my baby. She start to go back. She see the eagle coming. The eagle think this is the food. Boom, take the baby. Go with the baby. She cried, so much panic already. Already half crazy. She already don't know what to do with herself. She's shouting and running back home. Till she come close to the village, she start to go into the village. And then she come back home to Papa Mama. So people coming, hey, Mrs. Woman, you stop, you be careful. Don't go too close to this building. You don't see everything is a fire. All this is husband and wife, they die inside. You say, what do you mean? This is my father, my mother. You say, what do you mean? This is two people, they die there from the fire. Nobody can save them. She lose her mindfulness totally. She became crazy. She start to run naked on the running. She don't know what to do with herself. What is this destiny? What is this things that happen to me? And then she start to run. She don't know what to do. She get crazy. So people, they catch her. They don't know. They take her to the Buddha. Please, Venerable Sir, can you help her? You say, yeah, please let her dress and clean her legs, that she will clean her legs. So she come to wash the legs with the water, and she pull the water, and then suddenly the water go down on the floor and start to go, and then go into inside the wall and on the floor. And then she come to clean herself again. She put the water again, and the water again give, but a little bit less, and then go in. And then give again water, and then again water, a little bit less. In this moment, she can see everything. Every time she put the water, they go different destination and disappearing. They go to everything, coming, stay and go, coming, stay and go in different, and everyone have different direction. They are not going in equal. In this moment, the mindfulness coming to her, she reflects same like human being. Some can live 100 years, some live 80 years, some live 60 years, some live even only few days, like a baby. Different people, different long of life. Same like different direction of the water. So she, in this moment, her eyes open. Say, what happened to me? This is nature, things, everything anicca. She come to the Buddha prostrate. I want to be in your, your student. And soon after this, she became enlightened. This kind of love that we attach, the Buddha call it pia. He say, if this is the way that we love things, we're all the time under fear. We're afraid to lose them. That's why if this is our way to love people or whatever we have better for us, we don't love anyone because we all the time fear all the time, suffering all the time. Actually, the Buddha said we are, for sure we are meeting, we are going, we're separating. But again, we are meeting again. We are going together, separating. Why? Because there is what we call reincarnation, the Buddha say. Yeah. Actually, he say if you are walking on the street and you meet someone, shoulder by shoulder, minimum 500 reincarnations you will meet them. But usually we are not remembering before. We don't remember what is the connections, where we met so much before. So what happened to us? Because we don't understand the meaning of reincarnations, that we are dying. We just continue. It's not mean we're disappearing. We just continue. The cause and effect is continuing. So we are getting sad about ourselves that we lose someone that we love. Yeah, we don't remember, but these people, we lost them. They're reborn. They're reborn again immediately. Sometimes they're reborn as a human being. They come to be close to us. I say to the people, so what you want? Suppose your father died and then you're reborn, he became your child. So your child all the time, you are crying and your child becomes sad because you are crying all the time. But actually you are crying about them. So actually you are sad and you are crying, this is useless. You're opposite. You have to be happy and you have to send merit. You have to send them, may you reborn again to you as a human being. May you go to better place. So in this moment you don't only drop them down and you see your father all the time sad, opposite. You see Papa sending merit all the time and then I can grow up more. That's why we are teaching the people to send merit all the time. Also to these people which is not anymore alive. We bless them, may they go to better. May they be happy, may they find the real happiness. May they reborn as a human being and they can meet the Vipassana again. And then also for people that we didn't have so good relationship, we wish for them that make peace with us, that we forget and forgive if we hurt each other. Even they pass away already. Okay, so this is the subject that I think I touch in different directions, but maybe we have sometimes we can make some questions if anyone has.
It's interesting. Actually, when I was coming here today, I was interested to get to know something about the loving kindness. So now, in connection with this subject, which was announced, interesting through some kind of a Umleitung to come also to this aspect. Actually, my question was, how to send and develop the loving kindness.
Very good question. Actually, loving kindness we can send any time, but usually we are practicing or sending the loving kindness when the concentration considered to be highest. This is the end of the sitting meditation. The Buddha said that if people they want to develop loving kindness to others, first they have to learn to develop loving kindness to themselves. Sometimes we want to explain this way, we explain it on the way that we give the example of the airplanes. That when people are sitting in the airplane and they give us the paper about emergency, so they say when you sit with a child and this emergency fall down, so first you have to give to yourself and after to the child. It's not mean that I'm egoist. It's opposite, because if I'm stronger, this is the interest of the other side. I can help to the other side better. That's why I have to first to develop myself, to make myself strong. So then I can help other better. In the same way, when I send merit, when I send loving kindness, I send to myself. There is different way to send loving kindness. Usually I'm using the one from translation from what I learned in Pali language. We are, as a chanting, we are doing it. It's called Ahang Sukito Homi, Aniko Homi, Nidoko Homi, Awero Apaya Pacho Homi, Sukia Tanang Pariarami. May I be happy, free from suffering,
frei von Leiden,
free from enemy, free from sickness, free from any kind of bad luck. May I found the real happiness. Whatever you want to wish for yourself.
Is it also possible to use own sentences?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to continue to say. You can do what you want. For example, may I live long life, may I be beautiful, may I be rich, may I be successful, may I have good work, may I have good relationship, may I success in the school, but someone may I success in the work, one may I success with my wife or with my husband. Everyone have different wishing. I have to pass tests for the car. May I success tomorrow with this? May I have the wisdom to talk with the boss tomorrow when I need to make the meeting? I have to do operation. May I success in the operation that I will feel good? I have to drive to Berlin. May I will be able to drive to Berlin safety and to reach to Berlin safety. Whatever we wish for ourselves, because when we are strong, when we are successful, when we are good, when we are in the good conditions, we can give also to others. May I be millionaire. If I'm rich, I can help to this temple, I can build a temple in Israel, I can help to the whatever, meditation center, or whatever I think which is good. I give to the hospitals, I can give. Even I'm a monk. If I'm a rich person, wow, I can help to many people. Or many poor people in Frankfurt, I can help them. Yeah, you see, it's not mean that it's no good to be in the material. For sure, the most happiness is in the mind. But if I'm good in the material, I'm beautiful, people can accept me. It will be nice for them to look at me. If I'm not so beautiful, some people I cannot teach them. Because why? They are limited. They cannot look at something not beautiful. Yeah, why not? You understand what I mean? I say, if I'm beautiful, people, they will be interested to look at me. Hello, guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
You understand? Even I'm talking about beauty. If I'm not ugly, if I'm ugly person, some people maybe I will not be able to teach them because they cannot face with something not nice. But if I'm beautiful, I can be more charm. More people can come to me and I can talk with them. May I be good teacher? Not because I want to be the very best teacher, because then I know that I can teach better to people. They can learn better. So, and then after you bless yourself, then you bless all the creatures. Again, mostly when people can do whatever, they can wish whatever they want. I myself, I use the translation from Sape Satta Sukhita Honto, Awero Honto, Apaya Pacho Honto, Aniko Honto, Nidoko Honto, Sukhiya Tanang Pariyaranto. May all the sentient beings be happy, free from suffering, free from sickness, free from any kind of bad luck. May all will find the real happiness. And then you can send your papa, mama, your brother, sister, close family, far family, friend, neighbors, people you like, people you don't like. You make peace with everybody. You make peace with yourself also. If someone's sick or whatever problem, or someone you have to do examination or to success something, you can wish for it. We don't understand how this is working, but it's really working. This is exactly what I got now, SMS. I don't know if people believe or they don't believe or whatever, but many, they think that I'm helping them when I'm sending merit to them. I don't want to be superstitious, but if they believe, it's already good. How much you more pure, how much the person which is sending the blessing is more pure. It means he not kill, he not steal, he not telling lies, he not making any bad sex, he not taking drugs and alcohol. His mind is more strong to send the merit. How much you make good things, how much you give, you help, you do other things, you take care for people, you respect elders. Okay, you are practicing meditation, your mind is more clean, you have good energy, pure. It's connected to the concentration. When we make bad things, we have the mind is restlessness, it's fighting with themselves. When we do good things, the mind is happy about this. So that's why it's more easy. That's why the merit is more strong. But everybody can send merit. It's not mean that only if you're a drunk person, you cannot send merit. You also send merit. It will be effective. But for sure, if you are a pure person which not drinking, it's more strong. But anyway, it's good. Even, one time the monk, they come to the Buddha, they ask what to do, and the Buddha give them some kind of chanting of loving kindness. And he sent blessing to the creatures which is in the right, and the creature in the left, and the front, and the back, and the eye, and the low, and big creatures, small creatures, many legs, 2 legs, 4 legs, without legs. So I just give example of what kind of wishing we can wish. When you develop the mind with loving kindness, it's great things to do. Because when you develop the mind, suppose you give to someone something, you develop your mind. But the Buddha say, if you are developing your mind with loving kindness, is stronger than 60 times that all the merit that you are giving. You give example, suppose the giving, it's like a stars. The mind is like a moon. Or loving kindness, when you develop the mind in loving kindness. If you go on the dark night and all the stars is shining, it's not so strong like the full moon night. This is the difference. 16th time is shining from all the stars. You understand?
No, sorry.
Suppose the stars is like giving, when you give to someone something, okay? And the full moon, it's like sending the merit from developing the mind by loving kindness. The developing the mind by loving kindness is shining 60 times from developing the mind by giving. So strong is loving kindness, developing the mind. You understand? This is how much is important to send merit. But first to yourself. And then after we finish the loving kindness, we complete by forget and forgive. If I hurt anyone, may he forgive me. If anyone hurt me, may I forgive. If remembering anyone that hurt me or I hurt them, I send them directly. Make forget and forgive. Petition.
Why is it that there is a developing pia in the mind towards maybe children, towards husband, towards friend? Why is there? Why it has to be like this? And then also or for the example you was telling about the woman losing the whole family and then feeling all this pain and loss, and is it that sometimes why she has to feel all this negative condition and this feeling of loss, and is it also possible, or is it necessary to feel this loss to maybe then change and then maybe start to practice? Or
why you have ear?
Because I'm born like this, because I'm a human being.
Why you have ear? This is your nature as a creature. You see, this is nature. But
and why this strong love is also part of the nature?
Yeah, air is nature. That's why we are born with air. Okay, ear is nature. That's why we're born with the ear. This is the character of human being. But as a human being, I have more characters. For example, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But this is character of human being. But you also have anger. You see. Thinking, anger, worry, doubt, all these things. This is, in this case, it's not physical, it's mental. As a nature things, we are building from physical element and mental element. One element in the mental element is attachment. That's why the creatures, when they have this kind of habit, it will function sometime. People, okay.
Something like recently during the last time, I'm more often and stronger having thinking about losing close people, maybe family, close family, maybe children, and something like, I don't know why there's this kind of fear also of loss, and it's getting something stronger, and it's making me some kind of worry and fear, and I don't know where it comes from, and it's getting something like stronger.
This is nature. Our nature, we have this attachment, this fear. That's why sometimes it's come. Like I wanted to ask you now, you have anger inside, but all the time you go with anger, or the anger coming sometime?
Very strong. How I deal with this fear of possible loss. There's nothing in my close family where I could expect that maybe I will lose, but I'm already really much something like afraid of this situation and this feeling, and I wonder how to deal with it.
Yeah, so first I will answer to you, okay? So first you ask me, why is it? It is because this is in our nature, we have it. And then we have these characters in ourselves, but they are not functioning all the time. Some of them, they have the opportunity to come up with reason and also without reason. They don't all the time you feel them, but sometimes they are coming. Sometimes they're coming with reason, sometimes they're coming without reason. For example, this worry, okay? Sometimes you have, because you have reason, you go on the street, the dog is barking, ow, ow, and then, you get afraid. Okay, you get fear from it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you are driving the car with your family because you like so much your son, for example, and then or someone driving and then driving so much dangerous place, and then almost you see the accident coming, and then you get afraid. It means you get information from the sense doors, and then you react to this, in this case into fear. Okay, but sometimes you're afraid without reason.
And how I deal with it.
Okay, so now I explain you how to deal with it. So first we say this is character that exists inside us. The Buddha said we have not only fear and not only attachment. You have also, for example, greed. Okay, you have laziness. You have doubt. Okay, you have different kind of characters. He call it kilesa. He said this is like a dust he said this is actually why we are suffering so much. And he said, but it's not necessary that we live in this way. We can clean this dust from the eye. He find out the patent how to clean the mind from the dirt. He said, for example, you have big tree of the worry. Every time that you see, you acknowledge the worry, something like boom, you cut one leaf. You have greed. Every time you see this wanting, boom, you cut one leaf. Because you acknowledge wanting, or anger, or worry, or doubting.
I understand what you say, because I also practicing a lot. So, but in the past, maybe, something like thinking about death or whatever didn't touch me so much. I was already also twice I was something like dreaming to die, and then maybe in the beginning there's fear, but then something, it's like a release, and in the dream you think, okay, actually it's not so bad and not so dangerous. And but now something like I tell you, recently it's coming very strong, and more suddenly I developed some kind of fear for the death, and suddenly I'm like, where it come from?
I told you, anicca. Everything is impermanent. You didn't develop, it was there. Mm-hmm. You have much more things inside that you are still not can see this. We have many things inside that we cannot see them. Mm-hmm. When you clean more and more your mind, you will be able to see so much dust. Every time you clean another, suddenly this one, I never. Actually, I'm happy that you can see it. I'm not happy that you have it, but I am happy that you can see it, because now when you are practicing, you are making work with it. You are cleaning it. Better let it out. Just you acknowledge it. All this experience in the daily life, will be your teachers.
So Elizabeth saying, okay, maybe I could also practice a little bit more even, and then I can clean more.
Yeah, for no doubt. You continue like this, you will overcome it. It's just a matter of time. Just you continue with this effort, you will overcome it. You wanted to ask something?
Yeah, but I have to look at the clock to fetch my son.
Okay.
So the two examples from the beginning, the stories from the Buddha's time, very clear examples about the subject of the losing, and but it's based on the understanding and idea also of rebirth. So for me, no problem, I understand it, but if we are speaking like in the West, where it's coming from a different culture and idea, another religion, sometimes difficult for the people to understand this kind of example or story. Maybe even they would say it's something like without heart and cold, because something like, how can you love somebody and then you lose him, and then okay, now he's gone and I don't care. So something like how to love somebody, and then when he go, not to attach and not to be sadness and sorrow. If you speak from the Western idea, if there is where there's not also the idea of the rebirth so strongly.
Yeah, you see, usually if we talk like this, it's correct that in the East they believe on most of the people believe on the reincarnations and things like this. Also, not only in the East, also here in the West. But all the idea from the Buddhism, it's not believe. It's not to believe. The Buddha said you should not believe. I can explain you how the Buddhism how the Buddha know reincarnations. The Buddha didn't believe on reincarnations. I try to do it 5 minutes. We finished 9:30, okay? And then I see that you are a little bit pushing the time. Anyway, if I ask you simple questions, what you ate this morning?
Yeah.
Can you tell me?
Yeah. Banana.
What you eat 2 days ago in the morning? What you are doing now?
Difficult. I'm sitting right on the pillow.
Yeah, but no, what you are doing to answer me these questions?
I have to think.
To concentrate a little bit. Wonderful. So you see that there is connection between how much you concentrate to your memory. It means that, and if we ask like this, what is the nun, what is the monk, what is our duty? We are just practicing meditation mostly. Okay? So you think that you are practicing meditation, and then you start to remember what you ate this morning by accident, because your concentration is going a little bit higher, and suddenly you start to think about, I ate this and this. And then you continue practicing, your concentration going higher, and then you remember what you ate 2 days ago. by accident, okay?
Mhm.
Because the concentration coming and your mind is just clean from other things.
Mhm.
And then you continue practice, you remember what you eat 1 week ago.
Mhm.
And you continue practicing, you remember that you meet your friend 3 months ago
Mhm.
and you go together to make the visa to India, I don't know. And then you continue practice and then you remember that 6 years ago you make like this and like this. And you continue practicing and by accident suddenly you remember what happened when you was a child. And you continue practice, you can remember what happened, why you come back to the stomach of your mother. And you continue practice, you remember when you was Indian people and 2 people, you with your friend, you go, you hunt the deer. And you continue practice, you remember when you was a Roman and then you kill, I don't know, somewhere in the war. And you continue practice, you remember that you was maybe in Egypt building the pyramid. You understand?
And you can, and I will,
Okay.
because I know this.
Okay. And people ask, okay, so how can you know? Maybe it's just delusion. So I ask you again, what you eat 2 days ago? And you say, I remember that I eat the eggs. So I say, in the same way, this person, he don't have any doubt. Same like you don't have any doubt that you eat this morning the banana. He don't have any doubt that he was Indian. He just know. Same like you know. This is that it was few reincarnations, and for you it's just few reincarnations from the morning.
Mm.
But it is the same.
That is the question for the reincarnation. But how to love someone and not to attach to.
Yeah, if
Yes.
you, okay, you ask your question shortly, and I try to answer about this shortly.
So, yeah,
Uh,
how to love without
No,
the
no,
attachment.
yeah, you ask it in German because you ask me in English. Otherwise, I don't understand the question. But
Okay.
you ask this question in German. What you wanted to ask me with this?
Mhm.
How I love without having this attachment or developing the attachment, but also, for example, not to be something like disinterest, something like if you say, yeah, okay, I'm with my son and he's walking in front of me and he getting run over by a car, and okay, I'm a lykodai, this is very without heart. So how to love a close person without this attachment, but without being heartless.
First, if you have attachment, you will have attachment. Yeah, because when you have this character inside you, it will function. When it will function, you feel this attachment, and then you will be worried all the time. When you acknowledge it, slowly, slowly, you will cut it till it disappears from the mind. So what will be then? Then we'll develop something else. Develop love, which called loving kindness.
Und dann
Metta. And then you will do everything to save his life, not because you attach to it, but because of wisdom. You know, this is your duty. Sometimes even if you have to give your life to save him, you will do it. When you think about his empathy, when you come with empathy, so then you develop a lot the loving kindness. Same like the Dalai Lama, even his enemies still love them. Yeah. But you don't save only your child, you will save every child that you will. Even the child of the neighbor, I will take care about them.
Vielen Dank.
Okay. Okay.
Was sehr interessant. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wie lange